Beautiful people, I hope that you are all doing really well. Welcome to another pick a card reading. Today's reading, we are looking at just getting some words of advice or wisdom on a particular situation that you might be going through, what it is that your higher self is trying to tell you in order to get through whatever it is. Okay, so take it as it resonates. It may be for something around a relationship, a mindset, something that's happening at work, whatever it is. Apply it to your situation. Remember, this is a very general reading. At the time is an illusion and that energy is fluid. So when I say that, I mean that nothing is concrete, and that tarot and this reading is giving you an insight into your situation so that you can then make choices in accordance to what it is that the messages that you're being given. Okay, please take this with a grain of salt as well, because I said this is a very general reading. If you would like something more tailored to you, you can get a personal reading with me. You can find all my details in the description box below, guys. Okay, let's get straight into it. I'm going to show you your 3 different piles of cards to choose from. So this is pile 1, this is going to be pile 2, and this is going to be pile 3. So pile 1, pile 2, and pile 3. So if you need a little bit more time to think about it, that's cool, but I'll get you to pause the video because I'm about to start your reading. Okay, so for those of you who chose pile 1, this is your pile, this is your reading. Let's have a look at what's going on for you at the moment. So we have 5 of Wands to start off with. There's some conflict going on. As I said, you're going to have to apply this to whatever your situation is, but there's some conflict. And I feel like it's conflict that's been going on for a while, whether this is with yourself or with a group of other people. There's a lot of conflict going on. And as I said before, I just get this feeling this has been going on for some time. We have the 10 of Wands to clarify this. So yeah, this has been an ongoing situation that I feel you really need to be getting out of, moving forward from, or letting go of whatever the conflict this is. 10 of Wands. This is about really coming to the end of the cycle and realizing that you're going to have to start putting some stuff down in order for you to move on, in order for you to have more calm, to feel more at peace within yourself and in life in general and with the others around you. So it's interesting that you've got the 5 and then the 10 as well. So yeah, this is about letting go of this conflict. And I guess really thinking about what's important and what isn't important. And also how you can maybe deal with the conflict in a more creative way. Now, what's interesting is then we have the 6 of Wands following. So this is because you had the 5 and now it's going to the 6. So this is really saying that you can have success in this situation once you decide to let it go, and once you've decided to maybe either delegate things to people or just really come to your own conclusion that you need to be able to maybe sometimes let bygones be bygones and really reassess what's worth the conflict and what isn't, is the biggest message I'm getting here. This is about you being able to move forward from this and being able to have success in whatever it is that you're doing or whatever it is that you're trying to get past. A big message I'm getting here though is to remain humble and just to whatever the conflict is, to keep in mind other people's how it may affect them. So that doesn't mean that you have to be responsible for their happiness, but keeping the conflict creative, as I said before. And in order for you to come out on top in this situation is just making sure that you stay humble and just think of a way that you can really get past this without having to create more of a mess, if that makes sense, or without having to create more conflict, because you can get past this. And I feel like people are going to have a lot more respect for you once you've decided to let down these burdens. I mean, of course, it's the most important thing is having peace with yourself and respect within yourself, but it's just going to create a better environment overall once this happens. We have the Five of Swords clarifying this. So yeah, this is just really, I just get the feeling that some of you may have this mindset, and you may have had it for some time now, that you may be quite competitive people, or people that just get really quite worked up and fiery about things. And that's okay, but you know, it's about balance and things, everything being within reason, right? Because I feel like a lot of you sometimes can be a little bit cutthroat too in the way that you deal with conflict, and that sometimes you kind of feel like you've won if you've been able to get your point across strong enough, if that makes sense. Sometimes I think you can be a little bit smarmy in a way, and I say that with all due respect, but I feel and I think you're going to understand what I'm talking about. And this could relate to someone that you're having this conflict with, but this is advice for you. And I guess it's just take away what you've needed from this conflict. Make sure that you're considering other people. And I feel like make it clean as well. Make it clean and do it with dignity as well, and maintain your integrity at the same time. Because I feel like this is a situation that happens frequently for you guys, or this has been an ongoing thing, and I just keep getting the message, let bygones be bygones. We then have the Queen of Pentacles. So this could represent someone, but obviously this is a general reading, and I'm talking about, you know, suggestions and words of advice for you. So this is really about you needing to come into your power and really humbling yourself, grounding yourself. So this may mean that it's best for you to maybe go and spend some time outside in nature, do some grounding work, you know, taking your shoes and socks off or whatever, and just putting your feet on the earth. It could be something as simple as that, but I really think spending time in nature would be really good for you guys. Taking time to self-care as well, be a little bit more nurturing. But the biggest thing I'm getting here is to remain humble, you know, and find power in remaining humble. This is earth energy. Nurturing yourself, nurturing others while still remaining in your power. Not rushing things, not being too gung-ho. Thinking things through more rationally, but more so from a really grounded perspective. Being patient. And we have the Five of Pentacles. So you've got, you know, you've got quite a few fives here. So yes, because I have a feeling that some of you fear this, that some of you fear being left out in the cold. Some of you fear not having the life that you want, not having that balance that you really need, maybe not having enough money financially, or not being able to provide enough financially for yourself or your family. Take it as it resonates. But this, in summary, this is really talking about the conflict that you've got going on, you really needing to know when to let it go, and being able to manage it in a more creative way that doesn't cause so much disharmony, that doesn't cause people to walk away feeling wounded, like these people here. It's really important. Not getting on your high horse too much, making sure you keep yourself grounded and humble. Do some grounding, spend some time outside, and not worry too much about not coming out on top, not worrying about thinking that you're just not going to be balanced or succeed in the way you want to with money is the biggest thing I'm getting. So I hope this is resonating for you, pile one. What I'm going to do is I'm going to shuffle these cards and I'm going to get a last word of advice for you in regards to this situation. Okay, pile 1. So the last card of advice I have for you is the 7 of Pentacles. So this is really telling me to tell you that use this time wisely to think about what it is that you have been manifesting, what it is that you have been putting your energy into, and whether it's serving you and whether it's, you know, giving you what it is that you want. Are you getting the outcome that you want from the energy that you're putting into things? Now, because this is Pentacles, this is usually about money, but take it as it resonates. But yes, if it's about money, it just really feels like there needs to be a shift in mindset around how, as I said at the beginning, how you see conflict, how you manage conflict. That, you know, not everything is about winning, not everything is about, you know, being fiery. There's a lot of these messages that are about being humble. If things haven't been, you know, growing as well as what you would like them to have, why is this? And it really has to do with the way that you deal with conflict and the fact that I think you also carry too much as well. You carry too much. So I hope you enjoyed your reading, pile 1. Please feel very free to leave feedback and comments below. If you would like a personal reading or to check out any of my social media sites, all the details are below. Thank you so much for your ongoing love and support. Lots of love, light, and blessings. Mwah. Okay, lovely people, for those of you who chose pile 2, this is your reading. Let's get into it. So what you need to know or some advice around your situation. Please remember, as I said before, time is an illusion and energy is fluid, and that this is a very general reading and you need to, I think I've said that quite a few times now, but that you also need to incorporate this into whatever situation is going on for you, whether it's about a relationship, whether it's about what you're doing for work at the moment, or a mindset overall. Okay, so we're starting with a big major arcana, the Devil. So there's some situation that you're in that you feel tied to that is not healthy. So the Devil is always about, you know, sort of toxic ties, toxic connections that, you know, it can feel really difficult to let go of. It can feel difficult to become untied to. But this being a major arcana means it's karmic, and it means there's a big lesson to learn in this. And I really feel like this is going to be about letting go of this and confronting your fears as well around letting go of this. So the next card we have clarifying is the 10 of Cups. So I do believe that this has something to do with family life. If you don't have a family, maybe how you see family, how you expect family to be. Maybe you're in a situation within your family where it's not working out. Maybe you're in a marriage or a relationship that's not working out. It's a little bit toxic, it's a little bit unhealthy, but you feel like you're unable to remove yourself from it, but it's not making you happy. So take it either way. It could be a family that you're in, a family situation or a relationship, or it could be the way that you see relationships or the way you see how a happily ever after should be is not what you think it should be, or there's some sort of real toxicity, unhealthy ties around that. Okay, and you will get what this means. All right, the next card we have is the 7 of Swords. So this is really telling me to tell you that you really need to think about what it is that you need to leave behind, or what it is that you've done, and taking responsibility for it in regards to this situation. How have you contributed to this? How have you added to this? Have you taken enough responsibility on your behalf? Because I feel like maybe some of you just want to get up and run away from the situation, or that you've tried to make a break from the situation, whatever resonates. But this is really talking about, I feel it's like taking responsibility and account for how this is all panned out, or how you envisage something to be, because it's unhealthy. And we have the Seven of Wands clarifying this. So really this is about you trying to defend yourself, whether it's defending yourself with someone else on a physical realm, or whether you're trying to defend your mindset around how you think family should be, or how you think a partnership should be. Because as I said before, it's not healthy, whatever it is. It's unhealthy. But I feel like a lot of you are really trying to fight taking responsibility for it, and or walking away from it. Some of you may be as well trying really hard to maintain whatever this is, but at the end of the day, you know that you really need to be walking away from this. And I feel like that's the hardest thing, because that also means having to deal with your own ego and come to a place of really understanding the importance of this. So some of you might be trying to fight this, but there's no way about it. You really need to deal with the situation. We then have the Chariot, another major arcana. So this is really about making a decision and starting to move towards it. This is about you really needing to come into your strength and be confident in the decision that you're going to make, whichever way you go. But I really feel like this is about moving forward and moving past this unhealthy connection that you have, or as I said before, it might just be an unhealthy mindset. So it's about having to move away from it, move past it, having that strength to do it within yourself, being strong enough to make a decision, to move forward, to take responsibility. If you look at this person, it's a guy, but you know, it can be a man or a woman. This energy is really about being confident and knowing how to move forward with this. And with integrity as well, I feel. Balancing the yin and yang. And then we have, clarifying, we have the King of Cups. So as a general reading, and reading it as an energy and a word of advice rather than as a person, I feel that this is also talking about you being able to balance your emotions, you being able to be in your power as the King or Queen of Cups. So the King or Queen of Cups is very much in control of their emotions. They know, they have that emotional maturity. They're also very intuitive. And another message I'm getting very clearly now is to follow your intuition. Follow your intuition. Okay, because the Chariot is all about confident, forward-moving energy. Use your intuition with this, because your intuition will help guide you with this. And the other message I was getting as well, is that be confident in knowing that your intuition is right with this. This will also, this whole situation as well, once you step away from it, or you cut ties from it, you'll be moving towards a future where there's more emotional balance as well. And it will put you in your power of feeling more in control of your emotions. But yeah, as I keep, no, this is a big thing. I feel like a really big thing is trusting your intuition with this. And you're going to get a lot of personal growth when you move past this. So yeah, pile 2, in summary, there's something unhealthy. There's an unhealthy mindset around how a family or a relationship should be. So or it is you're in an unhealthy relationship or family situation that I feel you've been avoiding trying to move away from. I feel in a way as well, you've been avoiding your responsibility and your part on why this is unhealthy. And I feel like for a long time, you've been trying to defend it in order to justify staying in the situation. Okay. But you need to move forward with the Chariot. You need to move forward and be more in control of your emotions and trust your intuition with this. And this will help you grow as a person and in your own emotional intelligence. So I hope that you've enjoyed this reading, pile 2. I'm just going to pause the video. I'm going to reshuffle the cards and get one more card of advice for you, okay? Okay, so your word of advice, we have the 10 of Swords. Don't worry. This is actually a really great card. This is talking about you. There's a whole cycle that's needing to come to an end. And once you've made the cuts that you need to make, you're then going to be able to rest properly. You're going to be able to find peace of mind. The dawn will come. The sun will come in. And the bottom of the pile, I had the sun for you. So happiness is out there. Happiness is out there for everyone. It's just whether we want to take it or not. So this toxic situation you're in needs to really come to an end so that then, you know, all these swords can come out of your back and the sun can come out. Thank you so much, pile 2. As I said before, if you would like a more personalized reading, or if you would like to check out the other services I offer, or to follow me on social media, or to leave me a tip if you wish, you can find all my details in the description box below. Thank you so much, pile 2. Lots of love, light, and blessings. Mwah. Okay, last but very not least, this is pile 3. If these are the cards you chose, this is your reading. So to start off with, we're finding out, of course, what it is that you need to know about your current situation, some advice from your higher self. To start off, we have the Queen of Arrows. Man or woman, it doesn't matter. I'm reading it as an energy. So the biggest thing I'm getting here for you is whatever the situation is about, you need to do it with integrity. You need to do it with grace, and you need to be really diplomatic in this situation. This swan is beautiful. Underneath that water, though, its legs are, you know, going really, really fast to keep it afloat. Maybe not really, really fast, but we're not seeing, what I'm trying to say is we're not seeing the momentum under the water. And the momentum, you know, water is all about emotions, feelings, consciousness. So this is really, I feel, a situation where you're really, as I said before, needing to see this or act, or both, be in a more diplomatic mindset and see things more diplomatically and rationally. See things from both points of view rather than being too driven by your emotions, getting too carried away with anger or fear or frustration, or being impatient. Being graceful about the situation. Now we have the Six of Bows. This is really, really nice. This is talking about the fact that you have a lot to win here. There's a lot of success in your situation if you can remain in control of your emotions and being able to see the greater picture and acting out of integrity. As I said before, this can work out really, really well for you. There's abundance ahead for you. There's balance. There's good things ahead for you. Beautiful. We have the sun, which is clarifying. There's good things and good times ahead for you. This is really about your own self-happiness. And I feel like this has been a long time coming for a lot of you. And once you can, you know, if you can take all of this into consideration, the messages that are coming for you, this is going to happen. This is a major arcana. This is ahead. You deserve to be happy. You deserve to be walking towards happiness. Four of Bows, celebration, of course. A big message I'm getting here as well is really about celebrating what it is that you already have, celebrating the happiness that you already have in your life so that you can be manifesting more, of course. Looking at the more positive than the negative. Practicing gratitude every day. Celebrating the small things. Spending time with friends and family. I feel like you have a lot of support around you, even if you don't feel like you do. The Archer. This is telling me to tell you that you're moving in the right direction. So don't feel that you're not. Be confident in knowing that you're moving in the right direction. So keep going. There's a lot of loyal people around you. You have a lot of loyal followers, or maybe followers isn't the right word, but you have a lot of loyal people around you, because I'm really getting drawn to the dogs in this picture. There's a lot of loyal people behind you, a lot of people that are also moving with you towards what it is that you're moving towards. Now we have the Five of Arrows, frustration. So the only real thing I'm getting, another message I'm getting for you guys, is to not get too frustrated with this whole process. I feel like with some of this you may just want to rush it, or you just may feel like, you know, you just want to move forward. You want to get this done. You want to win. But it's not about winning. It's about remaining vigilant, have a look at the picture of this person on this card, remaining focused on what it is that your goal is and what it is that the outcome is of this situation. Don't be too gung-ho with it. Be able to remain, you know, like this. Okay, so pile 3, I'm just going to shuffle these cards and get you a last word of advice. So I'll be back. Okay, pile 3. So your last card of advice is the Eight of Bows, Hearthfire. So what I'm getting here is, I feel like there's going to be a lot of positive communication and a lot of positive things coming your way, and it's really about just taking note of that and keeping those positive vibes up, keeping your vibration high. When you're talking to people about the situation or issues going on in your life, try and remain positive about things. Try and see the goodness of outcomes. And we were talking before about being really diplomatic about things and seeing the positive in that as well, if that makes sense. Knowing that your outcome is going to be one which is going to be positive. As I feel that pile 3, that you're all going on a bit of a big journey at the moment. This is a big new sort of mindset that you're taking on, and I feel like a lot of it is going to be helping you to balance yourself out as well, especially if you're, you know, as I said before, you're going more with, you know, being able to control your emotions and see things more rationally and objectively as well. So thank you so much, pile 3. I hope you enjoyed your reading. Lots of love, light, and blessings to you. Mwah.